It's a rematch from just a few weeks ago where the Lady Rams knocked off the Lady Fliers. This time, it's for a sectional championship. Clyde, Upper Sandusky, Northwest 1 D4 sectional championship right here live and free coming at you next.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Hi, I'm Joe Balogh. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
Josh Banks welcomes you inside the mountaintop Upper Sandusky, Ohio for the Northwest D4 Sectional Championship. Joined alongside Hall of Famer Joe Balogh. This was a one-point contest just a few weeks ago. It's going to be an exciting sectional championship tonight, Coach.
Yeah, this is going to be a really good basketball game. I mean, two teams that both play in really good girls basketball leagues. I mean, if you take a look at Upper Sandusky, they're 14-8 on the season, 9-5 in the league. But I think the top 5 teams in that 8-team Northern 10 have 14 or more wins. Really good. And then you take a look at Clyde. I mean, they're 10-12. We're all only 1-9 in the SBC Lake Division, but you have Bellevue sitting at the top. You have Norwalk, a traditional power. That's a good basketball league also in girls basketball. So you got two teams here that not able to win a league championship, but you got a chance that you can win a sectional championship and advance to the first round of the district play. So going to be exciting. I think this, tournament time is always special. The difference this year is, the higher seed gets to host at home, and that's hopefully for Upper Sandusky, they're looking at that as being an advantage for them.
Yeah, they went on their home floor just a few weeks ago, and it's a 3-ball by Ava Romick inside of 10 seconds that gives them the lead, a 46-45 contest. So really both teams kind of sat around their average in that game. Upper really struggled with Clyde's pressure. Grace Walton had 23 on the evening, so she did her thing, but it was the supporting cast that really had to step up for Upper to get that victory.
Yeah, and I think that's the key of how you advance a tournament play is, number one, you need your best players to play their best. So Grace Walton, she needs to play well tonight. But then the other part of it is when you see teams make the special run, there's usually going to be somebody that's going to step up that's a role player that maybe's averaging 5 and they get 12. Upper has players on their roster that are capable of doing that. And that's got to be an expectation tonight that, somebody maybe that hasn't played great here in the last 2 weeks is going to step up and play well tonight.
Let's go ahead and take a look at those visiting Clyde Lady Fliers. They are led by head coach Blaze Mahaney. Coach, you said it yourself, 10-12, 1-9 in the Sandusky Bay. Looking to end a 3-game losing skid. They average 47.5 points a game. They give up 48.3, shooting 33% from 2, 27% from 3, but 61% from the line.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to shoot a little bit better tonight than those percentages show. And it'll be interesting. I mean, I did not get to see the first matchup with them, but if you're looking at those stats, you're gonna try to protect a little bit more inside. Make sure you keep them off the free throw line. Make them shoot the 3, but contest those 3s also.
And if the Lady Flyers are going to pull it off tonight, we were speaking about this young lady pregame. Our player spotlight for Clyde is going to be none other than sophomore guard, number 10, Tatum Jeffrey. She comes in averaging 15.6 points per game, 8.8 rebounds. But on the flip side of that not great shooting, she shoots 47% from the field.
Yep, that's really good, especially for a sophomore. And in talking to a guy that I know from Clyde, he said that's kind of been their downfall is just, sometimes that youth, they start 3 sophomores. I think they play maybe another sophomore, maybe play also a freshman. And, sometimes, a normal fan doesn't understand that, sophomores can really be good, but a lot of times when you see somebody that's a sophomore that's really good, there's a senior or an upperclassman that's kind of taking control of that team. And that's maybe been a little bit of a problem because I think their one senior tonight was recovering from a knee injury a year ago and just hasn't been the same player that she was prior to that knee injury.
I absolutely have to agree with you on that. Tatum's going to have a huge night. But we're going to flip script, and let's go ahead and take a look at the home standing Lady Rams of Upper Sandusky, led by none other than Coach Jerry Vint. They're 14-8 on the year, 9-5 was their final record in the N10, and they're looking to make it 4 straight, averaging 45.4. They allow about 42. They shoot 51% from 2, 31% from 3, and 66% from the stripe.
Yeah, I mean, they can be a really good offensive team, and, Coach Vent's hoping that playing at home gives you that advantage of being a little bit more efficient offensively. So, we're going to talk about the keys here in just a second, but we're also going to take a look at who our player spotlight is here too.
Our player spotlight for the Lady Rams, we've spotlighted her several times this year, and it's for a reason.
Yeah.
Grace Walton's last year's N10 Girls Player of the Year, and I looked at it earlier on the N10 stats that I receive every week. She is 3rd in the N10 in points, assists, steals, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage. she's third in the N10 in all those statistics.
Yeah, she's had, number one, another solid season, has had an outstanding career here at Upper Sandusky, and really is a young lady that's probably faced every possible defense that you can imagine. So the thing that I think, Josh, as we've done these games that impresses us most about Grace is just her demeanor on the floor. She doesn't seem to get rattled by anything. She really does a great job of making her teammates better. And you really, somebody's going to have to lose tonight, but for a girl like Grace Walton, you would like to see her get a chance to move on in the tournament.
So there's our player spotlight and team spotlight for both groups. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll come back after the anthem. When they announce starters, we'll talk starters, and the coach and I will talk keys to victory as well. So stay tuned right here, live and free on the OH Report.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
Josh Banks alongside Joe Balogh back inside the North Central State College pregame show. And while they get ready to introduce the players, Coach, let's go ahead and take a look at our keys to victory. Let's start with the visiting Clyde Lady Fliers. For me, you got to slow down Grace Walton. Make somebody else beat you tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if I think you mentioned Grace had 23 the first time they played. They need to really make an effort to keep her in the teens and also just limit her ability to dish the basketball to other teams. So it'd be interesting to see what kind of defense they come out and play. But as we said, Grace is seeing almost every defense that you can possibly play against a player of her caliber. And then the other key we have is rebound the basketball. That's been an area of weakness throughout the year for Upper Sandusky. So the ability of Clyde, if they can get to the offensive glass, get second chance opportunities, convert some of those, could be a big difference in this basketball game.
And on the flip side of things, for those Upper Sandusky Lady Rams, our keys to victory, and again, I'm going to bring up Grace again. It's got to be your goal when you play Upper Sandusky is to slow Grace Walton down. Yeah. So one of those role players, whether it's Ava Romick, Brent Cundiff, Ellie Hammer, Addie Newman, one of those other girls, if you score in double figures as one of those role players, you're giving yourself a really good chance to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think, we talked a little bit about this before the game, Josh, is that if the tournament's team's going to make a run in the tournament, one, your best players need to play their best. So Grace needs to play a solid game tonight. But then also typically when you make that tournament run, you're going to have somebody that maybe averages 5 points a game and they're going to get 12, something like that. So you're exactly right. There's going to be some role players that need to step up, make some shots tonight to stretch that defense and get some people off of Grace Walton.
And our other key is shoot the three ball well.
Yeah, and that's, when we've been here, I think we were, I don't know if you and I did the game, but I think I was here when they made something like 14 threes in a game. They have the capability, not just Grace Walton, but they got it. Addie Newman that can really shoot the basketball. They've got some people that can really shoot the basketball from three-point range if they get some time and space. So if they start knocking down threes early, watch out. Upper Sandusky can be really good.
Now let's go ahead and meet both teams. They're introducing the starters down on the floor. I will introduce you to them. For the Clyde Lady Fliers, it's going to be 5'9" sophomore, number 10, Tatum Jeffrey. It's going to be 5'7" sophomore, number 11, Kelsey Ray. It's going to be number 14, 5'6" senior, Katie Sheets. It's going to be number 15, sophomore, 5'8", Kinsley Goon. And it's going to be senior, number 25, 5'10", Kennedy Long.
And I think Katie Sheets is the young lady I was referring to that's a senior that had a pretty severe knee injury. You look, she's got a big brace. And in talking to a gentleman I know before the game, said, she's a really good player, but just, which is typical when you come back from a knee injury, that it's tough to come back and be exactly the same unless you get more time.
And it's one of those things when you see a significant knee injury at any level, whether it's high school through the professional level, it's hard to come back with that same confidence that you had before you got hurt.
Yes, it is. And I'm not sure exactly when the knee injury occurred. That's a big difference also. So introducing the Upper Sandusky starting lineup right here now.
Yeah, the starters for Upper are the same ones that we've heard all year. It's going to be senior, number 2, Addie Newman. She's the 5'6" guard. It's going to be 5'2" guard, number 4, Grace Walton. It's going to be 5'6" guard, number 12. She's a junior, Bryn Cundiff. It's going to be sophomore, 5'10" wing, Erica Rulin. And then it's going to be Ellie Ham, a 5'9" forward. She's a senior and wears number 15. And she's kind of been that it factor for them this year. She's had a couple games where she scored in double figures and a couple games where she's just absolutely worked her tail off to keep them in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Ellie shoots 50% from the field, and everything's pretty much in the paint. And as we mentioned, one of the areas that they haven't been real good is rebounding the basketball. Her ability to rebound the ball inside in traffic will also be a key tonight. So, tournament basketball, Josh. This is the fun time of year, and it's interesting this year. It's the first time we have 7 divisions, so we'll kind of see how this works out in the first year that the OHSA has done this.
We're going to have a whistle off rip, no jump ball. They'll re-jump it up.
Yeah. Even officials can be a little bit nervous.
A has it up top. Upper in that 1-3. I want to call it a 1-3-1.
It's kind of it's a 2-2-1-2, and they really try to trap the basketball when it gets to the wings or along the baseline. You can see Ellie Ham playing, covering that high post. So they really try to do a good job of matching up it. But in being over here early in the year when Coach Bent talked about it, he said he thinks it allows them to be a little bit more aggressive and create turnovers. And already that now they haven't created turnovers, they've had 2 deflections putting the ball out of bounds, which you like to see that aggressiveness coming through.
Yeah, 2 balls get tipped right away. It'll stay with Clyde, though. Kelsey Ray has it for the Flyers. They get it to Jeffrey, but it's almost stolen away. I want to say that's going to go to Upper Sandusky, but no, it'll stay with Clyde. But that's 3 opportunities in a row.
Well, one of the things that we did as our coaching staff that we could tell about how aggressive our defense was getting deflections, and Upper Sandusky already has 3 deflections in this game, so that Coach Vent's got to like how his teams come out aggressively, but a great pass inside.
Unfortunately, that extra aggressiveness leads to a wide-open layup for Kennedy Long.
Well, they did a good job of putting the ball in the high post, and then Kennedy Long along the baseline able to get that pass. And you can see they're they're pretty much face guarding Grace Walton, which is what she's used to.
Same young lady that the first time we were here, Kinsley Goon, with that task tonight. Rulin has it. Tried to get the dribble handoff. Nothing doing. Grace does come away with the ball, though. In the corner to Newman.
The thing that we've seen with Upper, though, throughout the season, they're pretty patient with what they do. They get the basketball reversed, and then they just try to find a gap or opening that they can get a shot.
Skip pass to Rulin. Tipped out by Walton. Bryn Cundiff's left open. Nothing doing on the 3-ball attempt.
But 2 offensive rebounds in that possession there for Upper Sandusky, so you're not disappointed with that at all.
Couple offensive boards for Upper, and it's just one of those things where nerves, sectional championship tournament time.
Yep. But you're not disappointed with that first possession.
It's a 3-ball up, and that one doesn't find anything either, and it'll go over to Upper Sandusky. Clyde with a 2-0 lead on a Kennedy Long bucket here early in the first, but other than that, both teams kind of really struggling to get into that offensive rhythm. Upper with their second possession. Rulin gets it to Ellie Ham. Ellie Ham gets all the way inside, kept her dribble. Offensive rebound. Cundiff will hoist another one. Bryn says, I'm not nervous, guys. It was just my first shot. 3-2 Upper.
Well, in a second chance opportunity, Upper Sandusky able to get another offensive rebound, and many times that's an easy way to get a 3 is off of an offensive rebound.
That'll be a kicked ball as we'll take
So Southmore Abby Godfrey checks into the basketball game for the Rams.
no good on that shot attempt.
Yep.
And that one's good. 3 points. Katie
Sheets. And again, that's off of an offensive rebound there.
And Upper's going to come around and turn it right back over.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Grace just going a little bit too fast there.
Checking in for Lady Fliers, number 5, Anne-Marie Davis takes the place of 25.
As Anne-Marie Davis is going to come into the game now, number 25. No, I'm sorry. She is number 5.
And she's a sophomore.
Lots of sophomores on the squad for Coach Mahaney and these Lady Fliers. Kelsey Ray. Sheets again. She knocked one down. Can't knock down the second, but there's Tatum Jeffrey.
Offensive rebound.
But blocked by Ellie Ham. Sheets. Skip feed. Active
Cundiff
will hoist another one.
deflection.
Bryn says, I'm not nervous, guys. Romick comes into the game. Ray gets it to Sheets. Skip feed, that's number 15. Kinsley Goon can't knock it down. And Addie Newman comes away with the rebound. She's going to get trapped, though. Gets it to Ellie Ham somehow. To Grace.
Nice pass inside.
Extra pass finds Ellie Ham for 2.
You're exactly right. The extra pass.
Ham for 2.
You're exactly
Addie
right.
Newman,
The extra pass.
Abby Godfrey. Get a little bit too aggressive there with the body on Tatum Jeffrey.
Yeah, just bumped her, and official made the call. So I think that's a first foul we've had in the basketball game.
It sure is. First on Abby, first on either team here in quarter number 1. Goon has it, gets it to Jeffrey on that high post. Skip to the corner to Sheets. Katie Sheets got inside, floated, and got the friendly roll.
Sheets able to split the defense there, and then a nice left-handed finish off the glass.
Katie Sheets has 5 of their 7, and they are ahead 7-5. Newman almost has it stolen away. Rulin will turn around, can't knock it down. Jeffrey comes away with the rebound. Get past to the corner. Down low to Jeffrey. Stolen away. Grace Walton got a hand on it. Grace going to look to get all the way inside. Has it knocked away. Great defense from Tinsley Goon.
Yep. I mean, being very, very physical with Grace Walton right now defensively.
And Tatum, Jeffrey knocks it down from deep. 10-5 Clyde.
Second 3 of the night for the Clyde Fliers.
1:50 left. Grace Walton's left open. It's going to be short. Sheets comes away with the board. Gets it to Jeffrey. Jeffrey going to get that baseline. And she's going to finish. Tatum Jeffrey. We'll take a look at that one again. She got baseline, and she just went strong to the hoop to finish. They gave her the baseline.
I mean, nice job of playing off of what we call 2 feet, getting on balance and able to finish that. So 12-5 Clyde lead. Clyde off to a good start here in the first quarter.
Walton has it now. New defender on her. That's number 13. That's Araya Farrar. Cundiff to Newman. Back to Bren.
I mean, right now, Clyde's physicality of guarding the basketball has caused a little bit of problems for the Rams right now. They need to have the ability to see if they can just get by and create some contact.
Grace tried to create contact, but that was blocked by Jeffrey. She'll get it to Farrar. 1 extra pass. Back up top, that's Reese Daniel, who's also into the game. Skip feed to the corner. Extra pass, ends up down low.
We're going to have a foul on.
They're going to get a foul on Jeffrey for kind of going over the top of Grace there.
Yep.
Kelsey Ray will come back in replacing Jeffrey. Grace is going to catch it. Skip feed to the corner and unable to control it is Romick.
Third turnover for the Rams here in the first quarter.
12-5, 41 seconds remaining.
Yep. Let's see if Clyde looks to get the last shot of the quarter here. And it looks like that. Looks like maybe that the Flyers went man-to-man.
And how about it, Anne-Marie Davis.
But it looked like they didn't. Somebody was not matched there. Yep.
Grace is going to get inside. She'll get fouled.
Match there.
Got into the lane.
Grace
a little bit too much on the body was Anne-Marie Davis. Grace is going to go to the line to shoot 2, but it's a 15-5 start to the game for the Flyers.
And it looks like that last possession looked like maybe four of the Rams were in man-to-man, and one other person was in a zone, and Clyde did a good job of finding Anna-Marie Davis, who was not afraid to knock down that 3.
Grace knocks down both from the stripe. She's going to get subbed out, replaced by Erica Rulin.
Yep, trying to give her a little bit of a rest here at the end of the first quarter.
14 seconds left in quarter number 1. Reese Daniel has it. She's going to get called for a carry, and that could be a crucial turnover. You're giving up her a chance to kind of cut into this lead.
And I think the official anticipated the call because she was going to carry it, but she didn't put it on the floor, and actually it would be like one of those penalties. Hey, we'll decline that because it would have been a layup, I think, the other way. So
Agreed.
9 seconds to go. Grace Walton checks right back into the basketball game. Going to anticipate she's going to get a ball screen here. Looks to attack the basket and able to.
Gets all the way inside. Couldn't finish, though. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. How about a 15-7 Clyde Lady Fliers advantage? It's been fun, and we're going to have more of it after this commercial break.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
Josh Banks back inside the mountaintop, joined by the Hall of Famer himself, Joe Balogh. 15-7 Clyde, quarter one.
Well, they made 3 threes. That's been a big key. I think the other key for Clyde is just their ability to defend the basketball. They've done a great job of being physical defenders on the ball, and then they just have not allowed Upper Sandusky to get by them with the dribble. And that's caused a lot of problems. And already right here, doing a great job of denying Grace Walton.
That appears to be their focal point to this game this evening, is deny her the ball. But again, we talk about it, she's going to get hers, and she's got 2 more.
And you can almost give Ellie Ham an assist there because a great screen on the handoff frees Grace up, and she's able to knock down her first field goal of the night. And as we said, Upper Sandusky now going to their man-to-man defense and have gotten out of that zone. I think we saw that in the game too. I can't think exactly what the game was,
Riverdale.
But they went to man-to-man late. But another 3 here.
Kinsley Goon's going to knock down her first 3 of the evening.
Well, they got 4 threes, and all of them by a different player. So kudos right now to the Flyers as they've come out shooting the basketball really well.
Grace will catch and shoot, and she'll knock it down. That was not an easy shot.
Well, the thing that we find when you got to guard Grace Walton is, number one, she's gonna run you to death. And so right now, early on, they've been able to kind of handle her. Starting here in the second quarter, she's gotten open just because of her ability to use screens, use her teammates, and teammates help her out.
And that'll be a turnover.
Yep. Only the second turnover, though, for the Flyers.
Rulin checks in for Upper Sandusky, and Katie Sheets comes back onto the floor for the Lady Rams.
And
looks like they're going to switch Kinsley Goon back onto Grace.
And they're going to that's what you have to do. You got to switch different people on her because it's just hard for one defender to defend her the whole night. Little flare screen there for Addie Newman, but they turn it over.
Throws it away. Katie Sheets having a nice ball game so far. Has 5 points and just got that steal. Kicked in the corner. That's Farrar, Araya Farrar. Up top, that's Goon. Kinsley back in the corner to Farrar. Kelsey Ray has it now.
Well, Flyers student section getting into it. Excuse me, the Rams student section getting into it right now. But
Kinsley Goon. Right down Main Street to get herself to.
Able to get in the lane and finish just over the front of the rim. 20-12, Clyde leads here with almost 5:30 to go in the second quarter.
Erica Rulin's going to get a travel call.
Fifth turnover for
gonna get
the Rams here.
Abby Gottfried comes in, replacing Newman. And Ellie Ham's going to come in, replacing Ava Romick.
Yep.
Clyde, 8-point advantage and the ball. 5:24 left here in quarter number 2. Kelsey Ray gets it to Farrar. Kinsley Goon, who's got herself 5 on the evening.
The balanced scoring of Clyde right now has been the difference in the basketball game. As you mentioned, four threes all by different players here in the first half.
Jeffrey, Goon, and Sheets, all 3 on the floor right now, all 3 with 5 points.
Yep. And doing a good job right here of being patient.
Farrar. Kinsley Goon, and if you're Coach Mahaney, I mean, is this what you want? No,
Yep,
but you're not turning it
throw
over.
Right over top to Jeffries.
And
She's
she's
able to
gonna
get
go
the
shoot
foul.
too.
Good job there
Throw
of
right
Clyde
over top to
recognizing
Jeffries.
that Jeffries
And she's gonna
was
go
getting
foul.
fronted in the low post, and they just threw it over the top, and she made a nice catch, able to get the contact and going to the free throw line for 2, and I think this will be the first free throws that Clyde has shot tonight.
It sure will. And
Not able to get the friendly roll.
Off the front iron.
Lady Fliers, number 5, Anne-Marie Davis. And checking in for Lady Rams, number 2, Addie Newman.
Addie Newman comes back in for upper, and Anne-Marie Davis, she's got 3 as well on the night, comes in for the Flyers. Jeffrey 0 for 2 from the line,
Not able
but
to
an
connect,
offensive
but
board.
offensive rebound, that hurts off of a free throw.
See what's going on here. Not sure what got called.
The scoreboard went out on this end.
Oh, our scoreboard, our clock. Yes, scoreboard did go out.
Yep.
So while we have a short intermission, I'm going to go ahead and thank our sponsors this evening. We do everything right here on the OH Report based on our sponsors. And our sponsors here for this sectional championship game are Chris.daris, Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care about most, Chris can develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen path. Quest Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution ready to support you, your family, and your goals. Reid Insurance Agency, insurance from a name you know and trust, serving Wyandotte County since 1975. Avita Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout their lifespan. And Sutton Bank, earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Kasasa. We couldn't do what we do right here for everybody watching live and free without the support of these amazing sponsors. Scoreboard's back up and running.
Yep.
That means we're ready to rock and roll.
Yep, and one of our emphasis for upper was they had to rebound the ball, and you get hurt there. They missed 2 free throws, but Clyde able to get the offensive rebound and get an extra possession here. And those are possessions that could really hurt you in this game. Although
they're going to try to get it down low to Tatum.
And those are possessions that could really hurt you in this game.
Just a little bit out of her reach. They're going to try. But it was a late. Clyde does a great job of seeing that they're fronting her and throwing it over the top.
Yep. Third turnover for the Flyers here. So see what the Rams come up with here. Grace Walton with a great back cut. And
Basket's
able to get
good. Hoop and a harm. She's looking for the old-fashioned three-point play.
I think she ran off of a screen there at the high post, and they like to do a lot of that. Rams come up with here, but a good back screen there by Ellie Ham, I believe.
Basket's good.
And then even a better pass. And of course, we've seen this with Grace many times. Not only can she finish with her right hand, but she can finish with her left hand too.
Conversations, actually, Coach, that I've had with her, she prefers using her left over her right.
But Grace now with 10 points here in the basketball game. 5-point lead for the Flyers. Nice pass, but way short.
Grace Walton has it for upper. Tried to get it to Newman. Grace gets it back. Knocked away by Goon.
6 turnover for the Rams here. And a kick out to Sheets. Not able to knock it down. Good box out there by Grace Walton. Good pass ahead.
The extra. Grace has it out by the volleyball line. Gets it to Addie Newman.
You can see they like to run cutters off of Ellingham here in the high post.
Addie Newman knocks down her first shot attempt of the evening, and it's a 2-point game.
Yeah. And the third three of the night for the Rams. Addie Newman with 1, Grace Walton with 1, and Bryn Cundiff with 1. So a good start here in the second quarter for the Rams. They've cut it, to a 2-point deficit. Clyde calls a timeout, trying to value the next possession here. But the Rams fought themselves right back into the basketball game here.
An 11-5 start to quarter number 2.
Well,
and we know what they want to do. Grace wants to score.
Yep.
But when you run her off all these Ellingham screens or off all these triples that she's getting running the baseline, eventually somebody else is going to leak because your focus is going to be on her.
Yep. I mean, she, as we've said this many times with Grace, this is an old school basketball coach, but she reminds me of John Havlicek, the great Ohio State basketball player, and even better with the Boston Celtics. That was kind of his thing, was he never stopped moving, and she never stops moving at the offensive end of the floor, and it just wears defenders down. Eventually, she's able to get open, and then as you mentioned, if they have to help on her, then teammates get open. So 2-point lead here for the Flyers, and the Rams staying in that man-to-man defense, which they switched to late in the first quarter.
Going to get all the way inside. She's going to get fouled.
Yeah.
You'll see it here on a Reid all the way inside. Agency replay.
Yeah. I mean, they almost had a chance to get a charge there, but the contact occurred before Sheets went in there to take the charge. So Katie Sheets going to the line for 2 free throws. Nice left-handed stroke.
It's one of those situations where coming back from an injury, it takes one game of feeling comfortable for you to get that spark back.
You can see she's got pretty good skill level here. I mean, she's shown taking the ball to the basket, hit a 3, and now converts 2 free throws here. So it looks like that Clyde has changed their defense. They're in a little bit of more of a trying to match up.
Ellingham's going to get called for a travel.
Turnovers right now have hurt the Rams here in the first half. 7 turnovers in the basketball game. So that's 7 possessions where you've not been able to get a look at the basket or at least shoot the basketball. But fortunate for them right now, they're only down 4.
Farrar has it for Clyde, gets it to Sheets. Sheets gets it to Goon, to Chase Daniel. Great little spin move, gets all the way inside. They're going to call that a block now. I'm going to replay that one. Move gets all the way inside. We didn't quite get on the replay, but it appeared that Erica Rulon was there long before the contact was made. But that might be the hardest call in basketball to make.
Block charges are always the most difficult calls. So Reese Daniel, Jr., gets her first points of the basketball game.
Unable to convert on the freebie. Bryn Cundiff has it. Gets it to Grace, and they're going to call Grace for a travel.
We said Grace, turnovers right now are just
for a travel.
Have really hurt the Rams.
2:20 left here in quarter number 2.
So after cutting it to 2, the Flyers have been able to stretch their lead back out to 6. Grace Walton almost with the deflection and the steal there. I'm thinking the Rams are going to get one of those soon because they've had 6 or 7 deflections here in passing lanes. Have just not been able to get to the basketball.
And they do such a good job of playing the passing lanes, Coach.
Well, there's another deflection. As we said, ball's going to be out of bounds right in the corner, right in front of the Rams student section.
Sheets to inbound. Gets it to Farrar. Back left wing to Katie. Up top. Almost lost. Kelsey Ray.
Well, we got a 5-second call. So the ball pressure by the Rams forces a turnover. 4th turnover for the Flyers. Let's see if the Rams can get a look here offensively.
Brent Cundiff going to run the point guard duties for this possession.
Well, it looks like that Clyde, the last couple of possessions, looks like they're going to a 1-2-2 zone. But, of course, they're focused wherever Grace Walton's at and running against that zone.
Grace going to catch it high. Newman.
Back to Newman. Nice
right
job.
Back to her. Addie Newman's 2 of 2 from deep, and that was just great ball movement to find the shooter.
Yep. Addie with her second 3 of the night. And that's when you go zone, that leaves you the danger of leaving shooters open.
Sheets with a little pull up, no good.
But good job there by Tatum Jeffrey of fighting for an offensive rebound. She didn't get it, but she did give her team a second chance opportunity because Upper just could not rebound that basketball.
And it's something they've struggled to do here tonight is rebound the basketball.
We've said that through the year. Good job there of defending the baseline out of bounds play. And Grace Walton pulls down the defensive rebound.
Upper with a chance to tie with a 3 ball.
And they're in that 1-2-2 trying to match, but they turned it over again.
Rulin tried to feed the high post. It's read beautifully by Kelsey Ray. Steps in front of the pass. Another Lady Rams turnover. Tatum Jeffrey has it. Katie Sheets
nice
now.
Pass.
Great find to Kinsley Goon.
Kennedy Long with the basket, but a great feed by Katie Sheets on that drive. A little left-handed bounce pass.
Newman's going to miss that one left. Offensive rebound to Brent Cundiff, though. Grace Walton will hoist one. She can't make it. Another offensive rebound, and they'll call a foul.
Yep.
So rebounding out of zone.
Yep. Both teams have struggled with that.
Checking in for Lady Fliers, number 15, Kinsley Goon.
Well, 21 seconds to go in the quarter. Let's see if Upper Sandusky looks for the last shot of the quarter.
Newman has it, gets it to Brent Cundiff. Wanted the handoff to Grace, instead gets it to Ellie Ham. Addie Newman.
A lot of hand checking here.
They're going to call the push.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of hand checking here. Kinsley Goon's got her hands all over Grace Walton as she tries to make a move here. But actually, good foul because it's a non-shooting foul, and actually they've got another foul that they can give before the Rams would go to the free throw line. So 5 seconds. It's got to be something quick here.
Ellie Ham to Newman. They're going to get the handoff to Grace.
Great
pull
screen.
Up. No good. And that's going to do it for the first half of play. Lady Flyers 26, Lady Rams 21. We'll be back for the halftime show and analysis after this commercial break.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Hi, I'm Joe Balogh. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here, blowing up.
Josh Banks welcomes you inside our North Central State College halftime show where the Clyde Lady Fliers have a 5-point advantage on the road against the Lady Rams of Upper Sandusky. Joined alongside Coach Joe Balogh. Coach, that was an interesting first half. Turnovers really the difference.
Yeah, turnovers really hurt Upper Sandusky. They had 9, as we mentioned. That's 9 opportunities that you don't get to get a shot at the basket. And, the other interesting stat is that Clyde has made 4 threes, and as we took a look at their season stats, I think they shot like 23% from three-point range for the year. So I guess if you're Coach Bent, you're talking about, number one, we got to do a lot better job of taking care of the basketball. The other thing is, if you go by stats, they're not going to continue to shoot the 3 ball as well as maybe they shot it in the first half. On the other hand, if you're Clyde's coaching staff, you got to be really pleased with how you pressured the basketball and got Upper Sandusky to turn it over. And an emphasis is going to be, hey, we got to continue that here in the second half, especially trying to limit the touches and looks that Grace Walton gets. But Grace currently with 10 points in the basketball game. Addie Newman's got 6. She stepped up and had 2 threes. Start of this second half is going to be important for both basketball teams.
You see the stats on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. 6 twos, 4 threes for Clyde, 8 boards, 4 turnovers, 2 of 5 from the stripe. On the flip side, Upper Sandusky, 3 twos, 4 threes, 11 boards, 9 turnovers, and they're 3 of 3. So again, turnovers. Upper's got to clean it up, and Clyde's got to keep it up.
Yep, and it's going to be Clyde basketball here, I believe, to start the second half. So, as I've said many times, if you're Clyde, you're looking to get a score, a stop, and a score, and you can take this 5-point lead to, at least 9 or maybe more. On the other hand, if you're Upper Sandusky, you would like to get a stop, cut that lead to 3 or 2, and then by getting a score and then get another stop. So first 3 minutes usually of the half are crucial, and right away Grace Walton forces a turnover. So they've got their stop. Let's see if the Rams can get a score here to cut into this 5-point deficit.
Get the ball into the hands of Grace Walton.
And Kelsey Goon matched up with Grace. She did a pretty good job in most of the first half here. They bring Grace off of a back screen, then a down screen.
She
gets a wide open look at the top.
Shooter's touch for Grace.
I mean, great set there. They set a back. Ellie Ham set a back screen, and Grace went off of that, and they came right back off of a down screen by Ellie Ham. Offensive rebound there for the Flyers.
Kennedy Long with a board. In the corner, this is Goon. Goon left wing. Up top, Tatum Jeffrey. Tatum, a little pull-up jumper, no good.
Rebound, Ellie Ham. Rebound. And the Rams did a pretty good job. They out-rebounded the Flyers 11-8 in the first half, so they would have to be happy with that stat.
Bryn Cundiff to Erica Rulin. Addie Newman, who had 2, 3, 6 points in half number 1, gets it to Grace. Grace Walton.
And Clyde back into their man-to-man defense. They played a little bit of a 1-2-2 there. As you can see, being very physical with Grace as she makes any cut to the basket. Addie Newman goes with her left hand, not able to score.
And the ball will go over to Clyde.
Addie Newman goes with her
Addie
left
got
hand,
there
not
with the
able
left,
to score.
unable to finish. It goes off of Ellie
The ball
Ham.
will
You see it
go
on our
over.
Reid Insurance Agency replay.
But you got to like Ellie Ham's effort to get the offensive glass. And I'm sure right now Coach Vent's going to be talking to the official here. They call that on Grace Walton.
To get the offensive
He's
glass.
going to be talking a little bit about, hey, we got to call this at both ends of the floor.
Grace getting rode pretty hard on one end.
Yep. But typically you see tournament basketball, they let them play maybe a little bit more than they do in the regular season.
As it'll be a kicked ball.
Let them play maybe a little bit more than they do in the regular
I don't
season.
know that was kicked. I think it was just a missed dribble by Sheets.
Yep, a little bit of a break there for the Flyers. Baseline out of bounds. 4-low set. A little cross screen by the 2 post players. And a timeout.
Coach Mahaney's going to get a timeout as
by
he was
Norwalk.
very, very close to a 5-second call there.
Yep. And again, trying to value the possessions of the basketball game. 2-point lead. Saw that they were not very well organized there as the ball got inbounded, or was trying to get inbounded. Uses the timeout to save a possession.
So when they were here before, they ran a lot of that 4-low set on the baseline out of bounds, and it was either the back or the down screen that got Goon open underneath, or it was a lob over the top to Tatum Jeffrey.
Yep.
Upper defended that lob really well right there, and somebody stayed home to stop Goon, and nobody kind of was that outlet, that leak, like they were looking for.
Yep. And you know, I talk a lot about baseline out of bounds plays being special situations, and many times when you look back on a basketball game, if you're able to score on those situations, it makes a big difference in the game. So again, it looks like they're going to that 4-low set. Last time it was just a post-to-post screen. Now they throw it over the top, and it looks like they're going to get a back screen and get into some flex action here.
Sheets catches, good ball fake, free throw line pull up.
In and out. That was 3/4 of the way down. Ellingham with the rebound. And now the Rams with the chance to tie it up or take a lead.
That ball go off of Jeffrey.
To tie it up or take a lead. Jeffrey's with a good job of denying the
that ball go off
pass
of
to the
Jeffrey
wing there. And we talked a lot about just the physicality that Clyde has shown in guarding the ball. And Upper has not really been able to beat them off the dribble except for this play right here.
Ellie can't get the friendly roll, but she's still going to go to the line to shoot 2.
And you saw that what Ellie did there on that catch, she didn't even think about shooting a jumper. She just caught the ball and ripped it really hard, going to her right, was able to beat her defender, and just missed getting a chance for a 3-point play. And she
unable to knock down the first, though. And it remains 26-24. As Anne-Marie Davis will check in, along with Abby Gottfried for Upper Sandusky, as Ellingham knocks down the second. So it's a 1-point Lady Flyers advantage.
Well, the one thing we mentioned, Josh, was Clyde came in shooting 23%. And so right now, you know, Upper Sandusky probably talked a little bit at the half. You know, those shots right sometimes now, you get in the second half. Game gets tighter. It's a little bit different.
I'd tell you what, I think Ellingham might have got away with the carry.
Yeah, she didn't put it on the floor. Actually, if I was the official, I might have called a travel.
That's going to be an illegal screen.
The official, I might have called a travel. Hey, Coach Vent's going to talk here about that. That might be okay, but there's a lot of grabbing and holding of Grace Walton as she tried to come off of that handoff action.
Kelsey Ray has it. She's going to look to get all the way inside. Kicks it to Farrar in the corner. Araya Farrar has it. Little spin move. Kelsey Ray.
Good pass.
Sheets from the corner. How about Katie Sheets? She's got 10.
Well, and her second 3 of the night. As we said, left-handed shooter, got a really nice shooting stroke. Goes Grace to the basket. Shot is blocked.
Tatum Jeffrey with a defensive rejection. Katie Sheets going to look to get all the way inside. Nothing doing. Offensive rebound for Clyde, though. Ends up in the hands of Farrar. She'll hoist a 3. Nothing doing. And we're going to go the other way as they're going to call that foul on Anne-Marie Davis.
So that's going to be, I think, the third foul on the Flyers.
Call that foul on 13 foul on Clyde here in quarter number 3. Upper Sandusky has committed 2.
So as we said, nobody got into the bonus in the first half. So Upper Sandusky with a chance here, maybe with 4:50 to go, that 2 more fouls by the Flyers, they would be going to the free throw line.
Romick has it.
Yep, running this little dribble weave. Grace with a long skip pass. Addie Newman to the basket. Not able to finish. Ellie Ham making the effort, but just not able to grab it.
Stepped out of
before
bounds.
the ball went out of bounds.
Upper really doing a good job this half on the offensive glass.
Well,
but they can't convert.
Yep. So 29-25, 4-point lead for the Flyers here.
4:27 left here in quarter number 3. Ray has it, gets it to Farrar in the corner. Jeffrey, nice little ball fake there. Not able to finish, though. Couldn't finish. Addie Newman comes away with the rebound. Addie Newman looks to get all the way inside, gets it to Cundiff. Brent Cundiff has it.
Going to call a jump ball. I believe it should be Upper basketball.
I believe it should be, and you got Coach Fent down there pretty frustrated because I heard him all the way up here calling for a timeout.
Well, just got to be a little bit stronger with the basketball, but they get a chance here.
Baseline out of bounds. It's going to go off of Grace Walton. It'll go to Clyde. Baseline out of bounds.
But that's only the first turnover here in the second half for Upper Sandusky. But again, just, both teams right now struggling a little bit at the offensive end to afford to get good looks at the basket.
Tatum Jeffrey has it for the Flyers.
And Grace Walton
there's
with
Grace
the steal.
Walton. Read the passing lane and finished. We said that they were going to get one eventually, and they finally did.
Yeah, and it looks like they jump back into this zone defense. So good adjustment there by Coach Vent of showing, they started zone, played man, and now came out that last possession with a trap, and Grace Walton shot the gap to get the steal and the lay-in. So creating a little bit of offense with your defense, which is what you need to do in some of these basketball games. So timeout by Clyde. That's their second timeout of the game. And they'll have the ball sideline out of bounds here. Let's see what Upper Sandusky comes out in.
It looks like they've went back to their trap. They got out of the man-to-man. They went back to that trap. But the big thing about that trap is normally you have Gottfried and Ham towards the high post. And they let Newman and Grace Walton kind of run free in that zone.
Yep.
And they're one of the top 2 leading steal getters in the conference.
Yeah, I think Grace averages almost four steals a game.
Jeffrey hoists a 3. Grace Walton comes away with the board, almost poked away by Sheets. Actually, you got Addie Newman that averages 3.8, and Grace averages 3.5.
Yep. So that tells you that they, their defense, they're going to run this. They ran that same set where they got Grace off of a
she had the open shot. She wanted the assist to Ellie Ham.
Well, she had Ellie Ham, and Ellie didn't look. But they ran the same set where they run Ellie Ham back screens for Grace. She comes back up of a down screen. Grace got a little bit of a handoff. Probably had an open look, but was looking for her teammate there. So second turnover of the second half here for the Rams.
Almost a travel. Ends up in the hands of Reese Daniel. And that's going to end up.
Turn it over. Yep.
Turnover.
Second
It'll go to
turnover
Upper Sandusky.
for the Flyers. So the Rams, again, with another opportunity to tie the basketball game or take a lead here. And it just seems like these possessions are getting a little bit crucial that you got to kind of get one here to just get a little bit more momentum with your basketball team, especially when you're playing at home.
Ava Romick has it. She gets it to Grace. Extra good defense played by Farrar, and they're going to get the foul call there on Araya Farrar. As that's kind of that tight defense they've kind of been playing all evening, and they finally get the call.
They've allowed a lot of hand checking on the basketball, especially with Grace, but Grace being strong and, as we said, being poised. But now the next foul, they're going to go to the free throw line. You're going to have to get it in. Puts it right underneath the basket, and Coach Vent called the timeout before the ball was inbounded.
Coach Vent called the timeout as they're very close again, kind of something we've seen. Both teams have struggled with that baseline out of bounds so far here in the second half.
And it shows you that both teams have done a really good job of scouting from the standpoint. We talk about those baseline out of bounds being special situations that many times, if you could score on those, they're a difference in the game. And we've seen Upper Sandusky have to call a timeout here. We saw Clyde have to call a timeout earlier because both teams have done a good job of defending those out-of-bounds plays. So imagine film work and scouting report has covered a lot of those situations. Let's see what Coach Vent draws up here out of a timeout, what they have with Grace taking the ball out of bounds.
For high look,
so Grace is one of the better passers, but if the ball gets inbounded, you're going to probably expect she's going to come off with some kind of down screen. And they got to throw it over the top. And
Rulin has it. Erica
Rulin runs it down, so now they're into that offensive set. And Grace running off of a baseline screen and another screen. And it's going to be a foul running through the screen on Clyde, and Upper Sandusky gets a chance to go to the free throw line here.
Ava Romick will step to the line to shoot two. She had the big three in the win against these Flyers.
Ava knocks down the first.
It's a 1-point ball game.
A chance here to tie it up with just under 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Knocks them both down. Tie ball game, Josh.
Huge free throws from Ava Romick. Weren't you a part of a pretty fun game last night, too? Looks like we're in for another one tonight.
Yep. And Upper Sandusky now extending their defense. Jeffrey with a pass inside.
Reese Daniel finishes strong. Grace Walton has it for Upper.
Daniel with her 4th point of the night. So a good answer there by the Clyde Flyers after the ball game was tied up by the Rams. And a skip pass is turned over.
Tried to get it to Grace Walton. It's stolen away by Kelsey Ray.
And
that'll be the second on Grace, third on the team.
Yep. Yeah, I mean that last possession by Clyde was huge from the standpoint. They tied it with the free throw, and then Jeffrey came right down in transition, was able to dish it inside to Daniel to get the easy 2. So back up by 2 with a chance, but they turn it over.
Right, back and forth, turnover to turnover.
Well, and both teams have 3 turnovers here in the third quarter.
Romick will come back into the game. Grace Walton has it for Upper Sandusky.
And it looks like Clyde's gone back to that 1-2-2 defense, looking to trap. And they have Addie Newman in the high post here.
Grace will hoist one from deep.
Not able to get it, but Ellingham with an offensive rebound.
Bren Cundiff.
Inside to Addie Newman at that high post area.
They're looking for that high post. They want the high post and kick.
Good kick out.
Romick loves the corner, and she's going to knock it down.
Well, that's the risk you take when you go zone against Upper Sandusky. They have some young ladies that can really shoot the basketball. So the first lead in a long time here for the Rams.
Tatum Jeffrey's going to get the hoop in the arm. We'll take a look at that one again.
Well,
Jeffrey's going to get hooped
and
in
Tatum
the
Jeffrey
arm.
answered the last time by dribbling it the length of the floor and dishing it. Here she answers with just being strong inside with the basketball, able to finish, and now a chance to go and create a traditional three-point play, which is what she does.
51 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Bryn Cundiff has it. Looks like they're going to stay in that zone. Gets it to Romick. High post to Newman, almost taken away. To Grace, right to that high post. Bryn Cundiff. Ellie Ham in the corner. 30 seconds left. Addie Newman. Little step through, couldn't finish. Addie Newman unable to convert. Clyde with a chance to hold for the last shot here and push it to a 2-score game.
And I believe Clyde's going to have possession of the basketball to start the fourth quarter. So this possession and the first possession of the fourth quarter could be huge.
Sheets will hoist one from deep.
Not
no
able
good.
to knock it down.
Ellie Ham has it. Now Upper with a chance to tie or take the lead in the quarter. Grace Walton floats.
Yeah.
She's going to get fouled.
You know, and one of the things you got to have in the tournament
Grace
play,
Walton floats. She's
you got to
gonna
have
get
clock
fouled.
management. So, you know, and one of the that not necessarily was a bad shot by
it's
Clyde.
unnecessary at that point.
But probably too quick. You usually want to take that shot at about 5 seconds to give your team a chance to get an offensive rebound. And they take it too soon, and Grace Walton right now is going to make them pay for it.
Grace, she's up to 16 on the evening. Make it 17, and we got a tie ball game. And Rulin's going to check in for the last 2 seconds just to get her a quick breather. You get the 2 seconds left, and then you get the 60 seconds in between quarters.
Yep.
And that'll do it. We're all squared away at 34 after 3. We're going to come back for an exciting fourth quarter after this commercial break.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got.
Josh Banks alongside Joe Balogh back inside the mountaintop. We got a tie ball game. It's 0-0 heading into quarter number 4.
And Upper's out in man-to-man defense. The one thing we said with Clyde, every time that's here in the second half when they've gotten behind or they've tied it, they come back and they've gotten a basket. So this possession here could be huge.
Farrar has it. Kelsey Ray in the corner. That's Reese Daniel.
Nope.
Short.
There's going to be a foul here on the rebound.
They're going to call a foul on Addie Newman.
Yep, good job there by Jeffrey. She's kind of the player right now that's just getting involved in everything. We said she had the assist. She had the post move inside for an and-one. Now she gets the offensive rebound here.
Daniel trying to use her size.
Got
Going to kick it
doubled.
to Sheets. She's wide open.
Not
Can't
able to knock it down, though. Pass ahead.
Abby Gottfried can't finish. Hustles for the rebound. It ends up in the hands of Farrar and Clyde. Jeffrey has it for the Lady Fliers. Daniel will shoot another one. No good.
That's going to be a foul. Grace Walton with the box out there, and
it's going to be the third on Araya Farrar.
Farrar, with a little bit of push in the back. So Rams with the chance here to take the lead, Josh.
been a while since the Lady Rams have
Well,
had
I think
a lead.
they had that 1 point lead, and then I think they came right. If I'm right, I think Clyde came right back, and Clyde now back in that 1-2-2 zone, but really trying to focus on finding Grace Walton. They run a really nice play.
And Addie Newman
Wow.
has 9, and that's a huge 3 on the assist from Grace Walton.
Yeah, they ran a great play there where Addie Newman just followed Grace Walton along the baseline, and Grace just kicked it right back to her for a big-time 3, and the Rams up by 3.
Reese Daniel inside. She's going to get fouled.
Rams up by 3. And again, you know, Clyde
Reese
has a
Daniel
chance
inside.
here
She's going to get fouled.
to kind of come back and answer. Going to the free throw line here for 2 shots.
First one hits the front and the back of the iron, but doesn't fall in.
Yep.
Anyone interested, the winner of this game will play the winner of Shelby Lex. Shelby a 7-point advantage over the Lady Minutemen. She splits the pair. Cundiff has it for upper. Gets it to Grace.
Grace able to split the defense, finds Addie Newman. Another 3, not able to knock it down.
Rebound by Reese Daniel, almost threw it away. Jeffrey with the save.
Jeffrey one-on-one with Ham inside. Sheets with the left-hand drive, but not able to get it.
Reese Daniel's going to lose it.
With the left-hand drive, but not able to get it.
Anne-Marie Davis will check in, replacing Reese Daniel.
I mean, it's just interesting here, Josh, from the standpoint. You wonder the flow of the game. Upper Sandusky's never had a 2-possession lead here.
Nope.
And so it's going to be interesting to see if they can get a score here, how the momentum of the basketball game will change. So big possession here. And it looks like they're running Grace off of baseline screens here. Good job there by Clyde of defending her.
Romick has it, knocked down the big 3 earlier from the corner, did Ava Romick.
Yep.
Tries the dribble handoff. Erica Rulin does come away with it.
Well, you can see we talked all night about Clyde being physical, and they force a turnover here by the Rams.
Jeffrey's going to look to get all the way inside.
Yep.
How about the move?
Oh, she's not able to get it,
finish,
but good offensive rebound.
Offensive board for Anne-Marie Davis, and we're all squared away again. We got 5:20 left here in money time, the fourth quarter.
And Tatum Jeffrey, again, being involved with it. Great take to the basket, not able to finish, but because of the help side defense, they're able to get an offensive rebound and a putback. Not able to finish.
Grace gets to
because
the
of the help
baseline,
side
gets bumped.
defense, they're able to get on.
That'll go on Jeffrey. That's her second, team second of the fourth quarter.
And the 4 crossed here. Give a handoff to Grace Walton.
Bryn Cundiff, backdoor, Addie Newman.
Yep, got fouled.
Can't finish, but she's having herself
Backdoor,
a decent little night here.
Addie
She got set the
Newman.
line with a
Got
chance
fouled.
to get to 11 on the
finish.
evening.
Well, we talked about special situations, and Upper Sandusky gets a good look off of their baseline out-of-bounds action, and Addie Newman able to go to the free throw line, but not able to knock down the first one.
Normally a pretty consistent free throw shooter is Miss Addie Newman, unable to convert on the first.
Well, I believe Clyde as a team shoots 62%. And
Misses them both.
Upper shoots 66. Those are 2 big misses right there, though.
4:55 left, Jeffrey. To Farrar, to Sheets. She thought about that deep 3. Instead, she'll kick in the corner. Araya Farrar. Keep shooting, kid. 3-point game.
That's her first basket of the night, I believe.
It is. It is. It is. And it's a big one.
Big 3. Almost got the steal there.
Grace Walton has it. Gets it to Abby Gottfried. Bryn Cundiff, Ellie Ham.
You got Addie Newman playing in that high post, setting screens.
Bryn Cundiff.
Cundiff not able to find anybody here. Back out top.
Gottfried has it now out top. Grace, or Brent Cundiff again. Tried to feed it to Ellie Ham. It's a turnover. A big turnover by the Rams. 4 minutes left here in quarter number 4.
Fifth turnover of the second half here by the Rams. But you're right, that is a huge turnover.
Jeffrey. Inside of 4 to play. Goon. Foul.
And they called
on Ellie Ham.
Called a hand check out top.
That's Ellie's 4th.
Yeah, that could be huge in this basketball game. But right now, Coach Vent's got to trust her playing through it.
3 ball. Kinsley Goon. It's a 6-point advantage with 3:40 left.
And Clyde's hit 7 threes tonight, which is probably unusual for them. You take a look at that percentage.
And the youth they have on the floor right now, I was just looking through the roster with the girls that are on the floor. They have 3 sophomores, a freshman, and a senior on the court right now.
Yep.
They have 3 seniors on their varsity roster.
Yep.
1 junior, and the rest are sophomore and freshmen.
Well, and they have five different people that have made threes. Sheets and Goon both have made 2. And these last 2 threes were huge.
The freshman Araya Farrar has struggled. We've seen her put up a couple tonight. She has struggled, but she hits the 3 to give them the 3-point edge.
Yep.
And then Jeffrey again, getting her teammates involved. Tatum Jeffrey has really been instrumental here in the 4th quarter as far as if she's not scoring, she's being the reason they are scoring.
Yeah. She's made some big plays, not just scoring, but also assisting. So the Rams with 3:47, I believe, to go in the basketball game, down by 6. And it looks like Clyde is going to go into man-to-man defense here.
Gottfried has it for Upper Sandusky. Abby Gottfried tried to get it to Grace. It'll stay with Upper Sandusky.
Well, the man-to-man pressure that Clyde's put on throughout this game has been really, really good. They've been physical guarding the basketball. They've done a great job of getting into passing lanes. And let's see if they can continue to do it here for the next 3.5 minutes.
Grace Walton, she'll hoist, and she's clutch. She's got 20.
Yeah, as we said, she is an outstanding player. So the Rams able to cut it back to 3. Let's see if they can get a stop here. Jeffries with right-hand penetration, not able to go by.
Back to Jeffrey.
Jeffrey
looks to get
splits the
inside.
defense.
They're going to call a block. I'm going to replay that one. I want your opinion on this one, Coach. You can see it on the screen right in front of you.
Jeffrey
Looks to get
splits the
inside.
defense. He's moving.
Feet were still moving before the contact.
Yeah, I think she's moving. As we said, that's a tough call, and especially tough call that Ellie Ham has now got 5 fouls and is going to have to go to the bench. So
Erica Rulin will check into the game.
As we said, block charge is one of the hardest calls to make, and usually when you make that call, you're going to have 50% of the crowd that likes it and 50% that don't, whichever way it goes.
Jeffrey converts on the first. The second one, she knocks them both down, and it's a 5-point ball game.
So Jeffrey, after missing her first 2, has made 3 in a row. She's 3 of 5 from the line.
Brent Cundiff has it.
Great backdoor pass there.
And it's a turnover, though. Great cut, great backdoor. Romick unable to handle the pass from Cundiff. And it's a turnover.
Just not able to get both hands on it. So 2:42 to go in the basketball game. Plenty of time. Down by 5.
They're going to pick up full court pressure.
Looking to trap here. Sheets brings it across with her left hand.
Farrar, she'll shoot another one. No good.
Yep, there's going to be a foul here.
Newman with the box out. That's the 4th foul on Clyde. Both squads with 4 now.
Yep.
Godfrey, Brent Cundiff really handled the point guard duties tonight.
Well, they're trying to run Grace off of a lot of screens here and let her create.
Grace gets it to Godfrey, Abby, to Brent Cundiff. Brent Cundiff.
Good backdoor pass to Addie Newman.
She's going to get called for a travel.
Good
We'll take a look at it again.
Newman.
She's going to get called for a travel.
7 turnovers now here in the second half. The turnovers have really hurt Upper Sandusky tonight. That's 16 for the game.
Jeffrey gets it across. Sheets inside. She floats and scores. Katie Sheets has 12.
Well, the senior stepped up and has played really well tonight. At a timeout just before the turnover.
Timeout by Coach Vent.
And Katie Sheets with 12 points tonight.
It's been
and that's, we talk about role players. Katie comes in averaging 7, and she's got 12.
Almost doubled her season average.
So that's a big difference here in the basketball game tonight so far. I mean, but the big thing is the three-point shooting that Clyde's had in this game. You said they've knocked down 7 threes by 5 different players. So big possession here for Upper Sandusky. They're down 7 with 1:38 to go in the basketball game.
And that's a turnover. Tatum Jeffries got it. She'll almost lose it, though, and she's going to get called for a travel. She switched pivot feet as she retained possession. She'll almost lose it, though, and she's going to get called
Tatum
for a travel.
Jeffrey, the player that's involved in the play. Big steal there. Upper just needs to get a good look here at the basket, whether it's a 2 or a 3.
Ends up in the hands of Grace Walton. Grace, step back 3. She's something special, folks. 47-43.
Now you got to try to create a turnover here if you can.
Step through. Katie Sheets.
Sheets having herself a special night here as a senior in the sectional final.
Grace will catch, right wing. Guarded by Sheets. Romick.
They got her again.
Erica Rulin will take it to the hoop and a harm.
There again. Rulin's first points of the night, so the Rams
Erica Rulin will take
with
it
the
to the
chance
hoop.
here to cut it to 3.
What a game.
Checking in for Lady Rams, number 11, Abby Godfrey.
Big free throw here.
Rulin can make it a 3-point game with the make.
But they get the
But
offensive
she gets her
rebound.
own offensive rebound. Newman back outside to Rulin. Bryn Cundiff. Bryn in the corner. Addie Newman. Nothing but the bottom. And it's a 1-point ball game. Addie Newman is up to 15 on the evening.
Well, as we said many times as a coach, one of the things you cannot allow to happen
Corner, Addie
is
Newman.
for the team to get an
Nothing but the
offensive rebound
bottom.
off of a missed free throw. And and as a coach, that was something that we worked on, especially as we got to the tournament. One being, if we were shooting a free throw, just making an effort to go get it, and then the other part was defensively making sure you're putting bodies on people. So great effort there by Upper Sandusky to get the offensive rebound, and then Addie Newman with a big 3. She's got 4 threes tonight for 12 points.
And they've been I think every 3 she's made, Coach, has been from the corner. She loves the corner three.
Yeah, yep. But you give her teammates credit that they've been able to find her. So both teams will be shooting free throws now. So, you know, a lot of times here, that's a big difference is who can make free throws down the stretch. So Upper Sandusky going to come out in a 1-2, looks like a 1-2-2 maybe pressure here. Ooh.
Coach Mahaney's going to get a timeout.
Great job there by Upper Sandusky of face guarding and almost had the 5-second call. But interesting right now, Clyde has 2 timeouts left and Upper Sandusky has 0 left.
And that could be critical.
That could be critical here late in the basketball game.
We're inside.
I mean, if you're Upper Sandusky defensively, you're doing exactly what you just did there, trying to deny the entry to see if you get a deflection and a steal. And then the other part is you want to try to make them catch the ball towards the baseline, maybe towards the corner, see if you can get a trap and a steal. If not, then you're going to have to decide at what point do we foul.
That's what I was just going to ask you. At what point in this situation
I
do you foul?
I don't think you wait too long. I mean, you got to kind of see how the flow goes. But if it gets under 30 seconds, you're going to start looking to foul because even if you foul, they make both. It's still just a one-possession game. But right now, they're going to see if they can get a trap and a steal here.
35 seconds left on the clock. Jeffrey's going to have it.
Here comes the trap.
Coming.
Oh, almost had the rotation.
And Sheets.
That's not a bad foul, though.
Katie Sheets is going to step to the line with a chance to extend on her phenomenal night.
Bryn Cundiff was a half a step away from getting the deflection and the steal there. But Katie Sheets had an outstanding game. And
she knocks down the first.
Yep.
Ice in her veins.
Yep. She's 3 for 3 from the line right now. Going for 4 in a row here. And to give the Flyers a 3-point lead.
And she will. The seniors got 16. Cundiff.
Oh.
Walton.
Good pass inside. Kick out.
Romick. She's known for big shots.
Yep, Clyde got the rebound.
That's a good foul there. They're going to foul Raya Farrar, the freshman. But one made free throw makes this a 2-possession ball game.
Yep, with 13 seconds. That's used, but I mean, Romick got a good look, and from our angle here, it looked like it was going to be a good shot, but just a little bit too long. So the freshman going to the free throw line. First free throws of the night for her.
Just long off the back iron on the first. Coach Mahaney's going to take one of his timeouts that he has remaining.
And you might be going, well, why would Clyde call a timeout here and freeze their own shooter? Well, here's the reason why. If she makes it, you're talking about we're not going to foul. If she misses it, with 13 seconds, what's their philosophy? Some coaches have the philosophy we're going to foul, make them go to the free throw line and shoot 2 free throws, not give up a 3. Other coaches are going to say, hey, we're just going to defend, trust our defense. So whatever that they've worked on during the season, that's what you're going to anticipate that Clyde would do.
And you already lost in this gym on a 3. So it's almost you want to foul and not end up in that same situation. But it all comes down to this free throw.
Depends on what your philosophy is.
In and out. Rebound to Addie Newman. Grace Walton. Grace from almost the volleyball line. No good. Offensive board. Travel. Clyde basketball. 3.8 seconds left. They're going to look to get it into Jeffrey.
Called to use his timeout.
He'll use his last timeout. And again, 3.8 seconds. You can still force a 5-second call.
Yeah, well,
but the risky part here.
I think Coach Bent's a little bit upset there that he thought Grace got fouled after she shot that 3. It wasn't called. But right now, right now you almost have to steal the inbounds play right here. Got to steal the inbounds and then knock it, get a quick 3 off with the amount of time. So
because if you send them, they get it in and you foul them, then you have to go the length of the floor.
Yeah, you have no timeouts.
And it'll have to be on a missed free throw.
And after playing a lot better in the early parts of the second half, Upper Sandusky has 9 turnovers here in the second half. That's 18 for the game, and it's just tough to win any game, especially a tournament game if you turn it over 18 times. So they're going to have to face guard here and see if they can get a steal.
Jeffries, who they want the ball to go to, Jeffrey or Sheets. They get it into Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Foul is going to get called.
Jeffrey does a really good job of just going and getting the basketball.
Tatum Jeffrey can ice it with one make.
Well, it's going to be tough right now either way. Even if she misses, you have no timeout. You're just going to have to hoist one at the buzzer.
She knocks it down, and that'll pretty much do it.
So Jeffrey's 4 of 6 from the line right now. And misses
that one. Ruling, 3/4 court. No good. The Clyde Lady Fliers come back in the mountaintop and upset the Lady Rams 52-48. We'll be back for our North Central College postgame show and MVP interview after this commercial break.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Hi, I'm Joe Balogh. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH.REPORT.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, but you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm Now we're here blowing up.
Josh Banks back inside the mountaintop for your North Central State College postgame show. We're going to pull up the postgame show. That way you guys can see live coverage of the Clyde Lady Fliers cutting down the nets as they are victorious 52-48 over the Upper Sandusky Rams. And Coach, we'll bring you in real quick as we watch them cut down the nets. It was a tale of a third and a fourth quarter, really. Upper Sandusky played really well, kind of the first part of that second half, and then they end up matching their turnovers from the first half and end the night with 18 turnovers.
The big difference in the basketball game is Upper Sandusky's turnovers. I mean, 18 turnovers. And not necessarily that those turnovers led to easy baskets for Clyde, but what they did is they took away your possessions, 18 possessions where you did not even get a chance to look to shoot the basketball at the basket. I mean, you give Clyde a lot of credit. I mean, I think Tatum Jeffrey was a big key in the second half. Seemed like every play, whether it was a score, a rebound, or an assist, is that she made the play. Also give a lot of credit to senior Katie Sheets. I think she was averaging 7 points a game coming into tonight, and I believe she gets
finishes with 16.
She ends with 16. So the thing that we said many times, it's a role player that steps up. Although she may not really be considered a role player, I think she's an experienced player. But as we mentioned, knee injury maybe has slowed her down. But for her, that's got to be a special night. You know, get a chance as a senior, lead your team to a sectional title, and that's always a good feeling.
And you see the Flyers cutting down the nets. It's got to be a good feeling as they were just in this gym not that long ago.
Yep.
They lose on a last-second three. You come back tonight, you knock down seven triples on the evening, something you haven't done very well all year shooting-wise.
It's interesting. We talked about them shooting only 26%, but they had made 103 threes on the year, and actually – they took almost 400. Well, actually, they're over 400 threes for the year. So, the three-point shooting's been a part of their offense. It's just tonight they were probably able to maybe knock down more than the Upper Sandusky Rams thought they would do. But thought the other key of tonight's basketball game was Upper made that run in the second half, got the lead. It just seemed like that every time that Clyde was able to make the answer to it to tie the basketball game or come back and take the lead. And ultimately, the back-to-back threes were the two big possessions in this basketball game.
Yeah, the three by the freshman Farrar, and then another three on the very next possession by Goon. And it was really the confidence, right? So we watched Farrar all night long, a freshman on the big stage. She struggled to shoot the ball, but in a situation where a three ball gives them the lead, no hesitation, catch and shoot from the corner and drills it.
Yeah, I mean that, and then, they talked about this team being somewhat young, sophomores. This is really big. I mean, because you get that taste of a tournament win, and now you hope that you're going to stay hungry. But they're going to have a big task. As we don't know the score, but you're betting. You're saying it's probably going to be Shelby that they're going to match up with, which is a very good basketball team.
We will take a look right now. As it is, the Lady Whippets ahead 41-34 after three.
Yep, you got to give Lex a lot of credit there because they got blown out. I think just in the past 2 weeks. So the coaching staff at Lex has done a good job of preparing that team, and your hope there, if it's 41-34, that you can get that to like a 5-point game with under 4 minutes to go, and then goofy things happen.
We kind of seen it here tonight, and I think it's kind of what you said, Coach. I think the big swing of momentum was the huge run that Upper Sandusky went on. They kept themselves in the game, but Clyde never gave up. Grace Walton hit some huge three. Addie Newman knocked down some big
Yep.
shots, but Clyde always had
Yep.
the answer.
And as we mentioned, Tatum Jeffrey was usually the young lady that was in that.
As we see the coaches cutting down the net for
Yep.
the Lady Flyers. While they finish cutting down the net, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the post-game stats. Clyde finishes with 11-2, 7-3, 17 rebounds, 9 turnovers, 3 fouls, and they go 9 of 15 from the stripe. Upper Sandusky, 5-2s. They knock down 10 triples, 23 boards, but again, we talked about it, 18 turnovers and 8 of 10 from the line.
Well, and that's the if you take a look at their stats, you cut those turnovers in half, you're gonna, and Upper probably wins this basketball game. But just too many turnovers plague the Rams tonight.
As you see, Katie Sheets climbing the ladder now, being very, very patient with that climb.
Well, you can see that knee brace. I mean, that you give her a lot of credit. I mean, she's got to be extremely happy, not only for herself but for her basketball team, being able to lead them to a sectional tournament championship.
Katie will take the last piece.
Yeah, this is always special when you get a chance, your players get a chance to cut down nets. I mean, that's always a neat thing. It's one of the things that you play for in high school sports is the opportunity to get up on a ladder and cut down. She's going to finish cutting down the net.
Senior's going to finish it, and I guarantee you she's going to swing it.
Yep.
So we're going to take another quick break. They just finished cutting down the nets. Congratulations to the Lady Flyers. When we come back, it'll be with Miss Katie Sheets, our Quest Federal Credit Union MVP.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go.
Josh Banks back inside the mountaintop with our Quest Federal Credit Union MVP senior for the Clyde Lady Fliers, Miss Katie Sheets. Congratulations on the sectional championship.
Thank you.
My first question, and we were talking about it on the way up. You guys come in here just last week. You lose on a buzzer beater 3 by 1 point. You come back tonight. You yourself have 16 points and kind of a dominating win for you guys. I know it was only 4 points. But what does that feel like to battle back after that loss here and come away with a win tonight?
It feels really good. We knew, we had to get stuff done the next time we played them. Losing by 1, it was tough, but we knew what we had to do, and we did it today.
You guys knocked down 7 threes on the evening by 5 different players, including Araya Farrar there in the fourth quarter. She's somebody that struggled to kind of shoot the ball tonight. As a senior leader, what did it mean for you to have a freshman step up on a big moment like that to give you guys the lead in the fourth quarter?
It meant a lot. I was really excited for her when she made that. We needed it really bad, and she stepped up like others stepped up, and it was just a good team win.
You personally finished 4-4 at the line. You knocked down some clutch free throws there towards the end of the game. You averaged 7 points a game coming into the night. You lead the team with 16. What was it like for you mentally to know you hit the first 3 of the evening that you shot? Did you kind of know then that it might be an offensive night for you?
Yeah, I kind of knew. Some of my threes were off, but I knew I had to get to the rack and see it go in that way, and then the threes.
All right. So here on the OH Report, we have a tradition. We allow you to give a shout-out to anybody you want to. So before you take that headset off, go ahead and look in that camera. However many shout-outs you want, whoever you want to shout out, you go ahead and do it.
All right. I'm going to shout out my mom, Lori Sheets, and then I'm going to shout out Coach Bainey.
Coach Bainey. Always nice to shout out Coach here on the OH Report. That's our Quest Federal Credit Union MVP senior Katie Sheets. Congratulations on the win, and good luck in districts.
Thank you.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Josh Banks back inside our North Central State College post-game show with victorious head coach Blaze Bainey. What's it mean for you guys? Number one, congratulations on a huge win. Number two, what was it like for you as a coach to come in here after a very heartbreaking loss last time you were here? You forced 18 turnovers, and defensively, you had to have a game plan of stopping Grace Walton, which we all know is hard to do. But you guys did it so well that it didn't matter what she scored.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Before I even touch into the game, I just want to thank all these parents and players. That's the hard work we're putting in at the end of the season. This is a big win for our program. We're in year 2 of what we're trying to build, and this was one of our goals, was to cut down the nets at the end of the year. So I'm very proud of our players, all the work they put in, and it's a great moment for this program. Number 2, last time we played here, we felt like we let one slip away, and it's not a knock on Upper, because Upper's a good team. They were 14-8. They play a good brand of basketball. They have really good defense. I looked at other games. I don't think they let more than 50 points in a game, maybe 1 or 2 times this year. So they play really good defense. We just felt like, if we played our game, we would have a good chance. And if we shot better than we did last game too. We shot 3 of 25 from 3. That was a point of focus, is to get to the rack a little bit more this game. But again, we were aggressive the entire game. We had nothing to lose. We knew that Grace was going to score. She's got over 1,000 points. I mean, she's a great player. We were just hoping, that other players don't score as much. And I know number 2, the Newman, she's not bad. She's a nice player too, scoring 9 points a game. But we locked in at the end. We talk about being gritty. That's our theme this year. We were tough at the end. Mentally, when they hit those threes, we could have folded. And today I thought we just showed our mental fortitude, so I'm really proud of our players for that.
That's something Coach Balogh and I were talking about just in our postgame show is Upper went on a little run there in the second half where, again, you said it yourself, you guys could have easily just kind of backed off, folded, but you didn't. You continued to grind. You continued to have an answer. What were those timeouts like when they were close 5-second calls or, almost a turnover at half court and you had to call a timeout? What were those conversations like to kind of keep the girls' head where you wanted it to be?
Quite honestly, sometimes the girls have to keep me down. They tell me to calm down. We talked today, it's about one possession at a time. There's 50-plus possessions sometimes in girls' basketball games, and we can't live and die off of one possession. But that's what we kept saying today. One possession at a time, adapt and adjust, adapt and adjust. And our girls did that. They were talking, they fought together, and I thought we did a good job of adapting and adjusting. And quite honestly, hitting shots when they made some big shots. We came back down and we responded when they made some big shots. If we don't hit those shots, it might be a different ball game.
Last question for you, and you mentioned that you shot it significantly better tonight. You hit 7 threes on the evening by 5 different players. A back-to-back sequence there in the fourth quarter to put you guys up 6 was the biggest one. I looked at the roster when I seen the players on the floor. At one point there in the fourth quarter, in clutch time, you had 3 sophomores, a freshman, and a senior on the floor. What's it mean for you to have that youth, but also have that leadership that can help those young players continue to develop?
Absolutely. We've done this all year. We're a very young team. Quite honestly, Katie Sheets coming back was huge for us. She missed the first 8 games of the year, and if you look at her, she's not even fully healthy right now. She's about 75% in my opinion, but having her on the floor brings a sense of calmness, all right? It's not the scoring. It's when she has the ball, the girls feel calm. They don't feel like they're rushed. And that happened last year. She went down for us last year halfway through the year, and we just turned the ball over a lot more. But we've been doing this all year. Our kids have been through this. This is game 23. And to be honest with you, we've had no seniors on the floor, and we've had 2 freshmen and 3 sophomores on the floor at the end of the game. So this is nothing new for us. It's just nice when you have a senior step up in the sectional game when you need her most, and Katie sure did that today. So again, proud of her, proud of our effort, and proud of our grittiness.
Last question I'll ask you before I let you give a shout out. I've been kind of trying to keep an eye on Shelby Lex. Last I seen, Shelby was leading going into the fourth quarter. But no matter what team it is, what's it going to take for you guys this week in practice to prepare for a district semifinal against either one of those squads in Bucyrus next week?
And this is uncharted territory for us. This is new for our players. This is an exciting time. But we got to keep our minds right. We got to understand we got more basketball. If we want to play more basketball, anything can happen in March, actually in February here. But anything can happen. I mean, if we play this hard, I'm okay, win or loss. If we play like we did tonight this hard, I'm proud as a coach. But again, this is uncharted territory, so it's on me to make sure we're ready to go. And believe me, we have some motivation for either one of those teams. We want to play both of them if we could.
Hey, and that's always good to hear. So, Coach, we're going to go ahead, just like I let Katie. You're going to give a shout-out, however many, to whoever you want.
Okay. I'd like a shout-out to, obviously, my mother, Kelly Watt, my stepfather, Ed Baker. Shout out to Coach Schetzer at Clyde boys basketball. I love you, brother. Treated me so well beyond these last 2 years. Coach Green, Mr. Greenslade, my AD. And I also want to thank my coaches, Coach Herms, Coach Janetta, and Coach Daniel. You guys are fantastic. I appreciate everything you guys do. So thank you, guys.
Congratulations on the big win tonight, Coach. Good luck next week. Just to let you know, we'll be there again covering you guys against either Shelby or Lex. So hopefully we're talking to you again after the game.
I sure hope so. Thanks, guys.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
That's good.
Josh Banks back one final time inside the mountaintop with my guy tonight, Hall of Famer Joe Balogh. Clyde takes care of business 52-48, and now they get the preparation here soon to face either Lexington or Shelby, and Coach Baney wants either one. He doesn't care.
Well, to get in the tournament play, it's win or go home. So they were able to win tonight, and you just enjoy this on the bus ride home, and then the coaching staff's going to, I'm sure, start preparing tonight and start putting your game plan together, because you're going to face a good basketball team, because the team just get better as you go down the tournament trail.
You see the box score this evening. Clyde wins quarter 1, 15-7. Upper wins quarters number 2 and 3, 14-11, 13-8. And then Clyde wins the critical one, quarter number 4, 18-14 for your final 52-48. So now you'll see Clyde on the 19th will face the winner of Shelby Lex at Bucyrus High School. It'll be the second game that evening at 7:30. Upper season ends. They finished 14-9. A great season for Coach Vitt and these ladies. But Clyde's got a chance to move on. Final thoughts from you, Coach.
Well, you also, you got to kind of give a shout out to Upper Sandusky, and especially, their seniors, and a special to Grace Walton. She's been a staple for this program and has left a tremendous mark on Upper Sandusky Lady Rams basketball. It's going to be there for a long time, and when you have seniors, it's always tough to lose, but that's tournament basketball. But Grace Walton has had an outstanding career here, and not only a great basketball player, but I think, as we've seen, she's a great person too. So we wish her and her fellow seniors the best of luck as they finish their high school here, their senior year here at Upper Sandusky, and they're going to move on to bigger and better things.
Offensive rebound. A great senior class here at Upper, a very youthful Clyde team. Says, I'm not nervous to keep playing into February.
Nice pass inside.
But thank you to all of our amazing sponsors tonight. As always, the OH Report is brought to you by our awesome sponsors.
You're exactly right, the
but
extra pass.
For my color guy, and always a pleasure to call a game with him, Mr. Joe Balogh. On camera tonight, Mr. Shane Young. I am Josh Banks. I will be back with you all tomorrow night at River Valley for Clear Fork River Valley. But we've got other high school hoops going on right now, so if you're watching this one, find another game live and free and hang out with us some more. But until tomorrow, everybody, stay safe. Have fun, and enjoy the last day of the week.
Looks like maybe that the Flyers went man-to-man there.